Okay, I'm going to do an external hack to a Sony s40. We're going to take our screws out first. There's 3 of them. One's inside the card reader. Pinch up there with my fingernail, pull that out, pull it that way, and pull it right out. And my back's off. I'm going to do the same thing here and get my finger in behind there, pop that. I need to make sure I'm unhooked here, pull it off, and unhook my ribbon. Now I can get to the lens assembly. To remove your lens assembly, I need to take off the focus mechanism ribbon right here, and then pull that out with a pair of pliers or fingers. Now what I want to do is hook underneath this little brown lever, hook that up, and do the same thing for the upper one. Just put my fingernail under there and just pop it up. I'll just pull that out with my pliers. Now I can just pull the assembly. There's a little tab down here, so that's when I moved it over, I could pop it right out. Now, here's where I'm going to do my externals to. After the popping the lens out, this will be my negative, and this will be my positive. So, what I want to do is, I use a little bit of resin paste. So I'll take that resin paste, and I'll put a little bit right here on my positive, and some right here on my negative. Okay, I want to tin my wires. Now the top one's negative. I knocked my camera over. And you might melt the housing a little bit. It isn't really going to matter there, no one's going to see it. And I want to solder that down. Bring my positive over. Do the same thing. Melt that down. Now I can go 2 ways with this. I can take the mic out and drill a hole here and take my externals out the way, and I can bring my hack out that way. Or I can take there's 2 little tabs over here. If I push here and I push here, I can remove my card reader. Now what I usually do is I take a little cutter, and I'm going to run the wire through here. So I cut this, there's a little slot down there, I'll cut right to that slot, and I'll just cut a slither out of there so I can get my wires through there. And I cut that out like that. And then I can bring my wires right through that way. And what I do is I fish this wire underneath the LCD ribbon. Now, by putting this wire underneath here, there's a possibility I could start this up to a white screen. If I do, I just go back and reset the ribbon. And now I can put my card reader back in, once I get that down. And my wire's out of my way. I can now want to put my lens assembly back in, and I try to make sure that this is underneath that wire. And it snaps in behind here. Now I can put this focus right underneath there and push it in with a pair of pliers. I'll just take my little needle nose and I'll go underneath that. Make sure it's all the way down, push your lever down. Same thing here, pull that up. Ah! And as you can see, not all the time does it cooperate. But we got it in there. And you can see I'm back down and my whole lens assembly is down flat. Make sure wires are down. Now I'm going to take my cover, set it in there, push down. I always want to make sure I remember to put my ribbon back. I'm going to take the back cover. Since I'm going to run out of the tripod hole, I'm going to take that tripod holder out of there. Take the screw out. Just put with a screwdriver. It'll come out of there. Run the wire out. Tripod holder. I'll make sure I don't pinch that wire anywhere. I always want to make sure this is all the way over and this is all the way over so I don't break that switch. Take my screw, go back. Now, you can over tighten this one. All I do is tighten that up to where it's not completely tight, but I don't want to bow that out because I took the spacer out when I took the tripod out. Okay, I'll put my last screw in. Now, what I want to do though, just to make sure everything's working fine and that the hack actually took, put batteries in, fire it up. Doesn't matter. I'm going to check my voltage. And I got about 2.8, so my batteries are not the best. But it's pretty close. That's an external hack. I hope this helps.